dari 130 tahun, organisasi ini tidak pernah meminta-minta dana dan sampai sekarang pun tidak akan.
Discussion again before the service meeting for the week of January 5th. Well, music certainly can bring us joy. But Mark, what else contributes to our happiness?
The Bible indicates that giving makes us happy. But some of our brothers have very little materially. How can we give to others if we are struggling economically? Likely we can all learn a lesson from this next video. Please watch.
I love my family very much. Even though we don't have a lot, we're glad we have each other. Mom works really hard to provide for us. It's just the four of us. We've all been feeling just a little sad lately. I can tell she's really tired and worries a lot. I try to help out. Sometimes I help to get everyone ready for the meeting. We seem to manage all right. But things are really hard. I think the elders could tell we were struggling. They came to visit us. They were so loving. They really listened to Mom and even read her some scriptures. They helped her to see that Jehovah still cared about all of us and that we still have the love of the congregation to strengthen us. I could tell Mom felt a lot better afterwards. At our next family worship, Mom read to us 2 Corinthians 8:1-4. That story is about the Macedonians. Mom had us close our eyes so we can imagine the scene. Even though the Macedonians were very poor, they found happiness by giving what they could to others. They even begged the apostles for the opportunity to give. Then we read Acts 20:35, where it says, there is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. My sister said, "But we don't have anything to give." Mom said, "But we do. We have ourselves." It got us all thinking. Mom had a great idea. We spent the rest of our family worship making special gifts for the friends in our congregation. It was pretty amazing. Even though we don't have a lot materially, there is still so much we can give. Like putting a little in the contribution box each week and helping to clean. And of course, sharing in the ministry is the very best way we can give to others. Now we are even closer as a family. And we have learned that there truly is more happiness in giving.
Even small gifts are appreciated by the recipient. You recall that Jesus commended the needy widow who dropped in only 2 small coins of very little value. He thus emphasized the point that all of us can contribute to something to Jehovah's work, even if we are of little means. In fact, that video reminded me of the time when my wife and I spent time in East Africa as missionaries. We saw how some of our brothers in the rural areas, though limited financially, did not want to miss out on the privilege of giving. They yearned to give. Jesus' example of the widow demonstrated that joyful giving is not limited to those who may have more materially. In fact, in one area I recall, each member of a congregation willingly contributed 1 metal roof sheet or bag of maize toward the construction of a modest locally built kingdom hall. And they were so happy. They realized that there was more happiness in giving than in receiving.
Okay, I don't know if any of you remember that. That was from JW Broadcasting, December 2014. That was their 3rd JW Broadcasting that they started. And that video always struck me as something so wrong with that video that I never forgot it, even though it was 7 years ago. I never forgot it. There is a woman, she's got 3 children, 3 small children. Where's her husband? Is she a widow? Is she divorced? She's got 3 small children, and they show her before and after the brothers come to visit her and encourage her. They're eating rice. She's got rice in her, and all of them are eating rice before and after the brothers visit her to encourage her. And she has very little, very little. And here yet, even though they've got almost nothing, they're supposed to give. So they're making presents for the brothers and sisters at their kingdom hall. So what did those brothers do when they came to visit her? Did they bring her food? Did they bring her money or anything to help her survive so she could have something to eat besides rice? No, all they did was read the Bible to her. And that was supposed to be enough. They read the Bible. No food, no money, and yet there they had almost nothing. The point of this video was that no matter how poor you are expected to give to the organization. You're expected to give no matter how poor you are, even if all you have to eat for you and your children is rice. you still have to dig into your pockets and dig out money to send to the Watchtower Society so that this man right here doesn't have to go get a job. He doesn't have to go get a job. None of the governing body has to go get a job. None of them do. The people that are working at Bethel don't have to get a job. They are all depending on Jehovah's Witnesses to contribute to them. This was 2014. Now they're asking for millions and millions and millions of dollars to make a media center so that they can produce movies, high quality movies. And they're asking for actors. They're spending a lot of money on their sets, on the uniforms, on all of the things that they have to do to bring up to produce these here videos that they're doing now. Millions and millions of dollars, and yet here you have a sister who obviously is either a widow or she's divorced, and she has nothing except rice to eat. And they're expected to dig into their pockets, no matter how poor they are, and contribute so this man does not have to get a job. And how many thousands of people that work at Bethel don't have to get a job. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't supposed to go to college so that they can get a decent job, so that they can support themselves and their family. No, they're not supposed to go to college. They're not even supposed to go to sometimes not even technical school. When I was first in this religion, you couldn't even go to technical school without being ashamed and embarrassed because you weren't supposed to do that. Every one of Jehovah's Witnesses kids is supposed to pioneer when they get out of school. Doesn't matter how they support themselves because they can't go to college, so they have to like clean windows or clean offices or clean building or clean homes because they're not supposed to go to college. That if you're an elder and you got a child that goes to college, you will be stripped of being an elder because your kids can't go to college if you're an elder. We had an elder in my congregation. He had a PhD. You know how he did it? He did it before he became a witness. He lived in a nice house. He was able to pioneer because he went to college. So here, this is just one typical example of what witnesses have to listen to. No matter how poor they are, they have to dig into their pockets because why? The Bible says giving brings more happiness than receiving. Well, these people sure like to receive. They sure like to receive. Where's their giving? Where do they go out and get jobs so that they can support this poor woman? In Hebrew times, the Jews, they were supposed to leave the outside of their fields for the widows with children so that they had food to eat. That was the rule in ancient Israel. They had to leave the outside of their fields for the widows. In this religion, they don't do that. They expect the poor widows to support them so that they don't have to go get a job. Them and all of the Bethelites. Everyone that's a child in that religion is supposed to pioneer so that they can go to Bethel. And there's thousands of them that live in Bethel. That means then that the contributions are supporting all of these Bethelites so they don't have to go out and get paying jobs. They think that they're working for Jehovah. No, they're not. They're working for people like this here, Mark Numer, so he doesn't have to go get a job. That's what this religion is all about. It's about stripping people of their dignity, making them feel guilty if they don't go out and sell the literature, sell the religion, so that this man right here doesn't have to go get a job. Have the kids take all of their ice cream money. If they get an allowance, 50 cents a week, maybe, for an allowance, stick it in a contribution box for Jehovah? No. 50 cents a week. That's $2 a month. You get 8 million people that are giving $2 a month. That accounts to real money. So what do they do with this? They give the Bethelites that work in the Bethels hardly anything to live on, so that they're actually being supported by loved ones back at home. So that these people right here can build media centers. They can build compounds like in Warwick. All of this real estate that they can turn around and sell when this religion goes under. That's what the goal of this religion is. It's to strip people of their dignity so that these people can live off of them. They're nothing but leeches, disgusting, lazy leeches.